Welcome to the Medical Podcast, where we discuss everything there is to know about Greece, our city Thessaloniki, medical student life, and our journey in medical school. I'm Michael, and this is Nick, my co-host. Today we'll be talking about New Year in Greece. And to celebrate this special occasion, we have invited a very special guest, Mr. Dimitrios Nerantzis. Welcome to the podcast. Why don't you tell people a bit about yourself?
Nice to be here with you. I really appreciate your effort and all this energy you give to this podcast and to the school generally. That is why I'm here with you. That does not mean that I fully agree with everything you have said in the previous podcast. My name is Dimitrios Nerantzis. I work in the secretary. I have been here for 17 years in medical school. And I do everything that has to do with students, from admission to graduate, and all the things that, the problems you might face in the middle.
Wait, I have one question. You said you don't agree with everything we have said. What is the most annoying thing that we have said that upset you?
Oh no, I was not upset with anything really annoying. But okay, don't fully agree with everything. But this is my personal opinion, okay?
Yeah. Tell me one thing. What is?
Well, the one is about losing courses because of what happened in Tembi or with the elections. Greeks are very emotional with this.
Oh.
So when something really important happens or really bad happens, it's very usual to skip one day.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Is there anything that you would say that could offend the school that we said, not you personally?
Offend the school, maybe the one with safety. No,
safety.
We
did say that.
We know that there is an issue, but we don't like to say it.
Back to our topic, New Year in Greece. So, you're from Thessaloniki, right? You must have had so many New Years here. How do they celebrate the New Year's here, like compared to other cities in Greece, I mean?
Most of the Greek cities are the same. Yeah. As people going out, drinking, singing, everything. What we used to do until 70s or 80s, we didn't have Christmas trees. We had Christmas boats, again with a lot of things on them, because we have a naval tradition here in Greece. That's why we had the boat. And also what is very common in Greece is that Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, children go out and sing the carols door to door, and they get some treats or some money, some coins. One other thing that we do after the New Year, when the New Year comes a few minutes after, let's say at 12:15, we have the Vasilopita, which is actually like a cake. And we cut it into pieces, and each one gets a piece. And one piece has a coin inside, and the one who gets the coin will be very lucky for the next year. But this year that just began.
I actually remember in my hometown, in Larnaca, there is a boat near one of these where people go and swim, very popular, Mackenzie. And there's a boat that they light it up rather than a Christmas tree. Honestly, I prefer
about 5 years ago, we had a boat on Aristotle Square as well.
Wait, you mean in the square?
It was a wooden boat, not a real boat.
Okay.
A wooden boat in Aristotle Square with the lights and everything.
For the Vasilopita, you said that you cut it into many pieces, right?
Yes.
And there is like an order for people to eat it.
Yes, well, the first piece has to go to Jesus. The next one has to go to Holy Mary, to Saint Vasilios, Agis Vasilios, who celebrates the 1st of January. And then one goes to the house, one to the jobs, one to... And after 10 pieces, we start with those who are here. Most of the times, the older cuts the pieces. And if the coin is on the piece of Jesus or a house or everything, then it's good luck for everyone.
Have you ever got the coin?
Yes, a couple of times.
Wait, did you have Vasilopita last year, for example?
Every year. Every house has one, every office has one, every organization has one. So until the end of January, you may participate in 10 Vasilopitas. So it's quite hard not to have one coin at the end of it.
How would you say that traditions have changed over time? Have they become more modern in a sense? Because in Cyprus, for example, I feel that a lot of the traditions are going away, and it's mostly just very materialistic.
Yes, that is true. Well, one thing that a little bit goes away is the carol singing. And nowadays, children are more shy to do that. Some of them, sometimes parents are afraid to leave the children go on their own, sing carols. That's why this stops. Also, the change from a boat to tree. But in Greece, we still keep some traditions. For example, there is a difference between Greece and the rest of Europe. Europe has Saint Nicholas
Yes.
on Christmas, who gives gifts. We have Agios Vasilos, who gives the gifts on the New Year's, the first day of the year. But okay, again, most of the people don't gather in families so much as they used to do. They mostly go out. It used to be a celebration in every house. Now it's a celebration in the city, outside the house.
So you're saying that in the new year now, people don't try to go back to their family as they did before?
Not as much as they used to.
Yeah, because for us Vietnamese, we don't celebrate like this New Year, right? We celebrate Lunar New Year, but like in this occasion, no matter what you do or if you have work, actually always the work will, like they will have holiday. Like everyone tries to go back to their hometown to be with their family, but it's not the case in Greece anymore.
They try to go to their hometown. They will spend some time with the family, but they will spend it mostly outside. Cafeterias, bars, restaurants.
Okay.
We used to gather in houses with our grandparents, our fathers, everything. Now it's only you and your parents.
You told me that there will be children going out to ask for treats, right?
They sing the carols.
It's very similar to Halloween.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yes.
that. It's very similar to Halloween.
Yes.
How
it's
about
quite
Halloween
similar.
here? What do they do in Halloween here then?
I don't know what they do to Halloween, actually. But yes, you go from door to door, you sing a specific song, it's time, and you get like 50 cents or a melomacarono. Melomacarono is a sweet, traditional sweet for Christmas.
Actually, before this episode, we had an idea
Yeah,
that
we
we will buy a few of the sweets, and then we will blindfold you, and then to see if you can, when you smell and when you taste, you can tell which it's which. But
That's very easy for me.
really,
I have eaten
easy.
tons of melomacarona.
so you're saying that you can do it?
Yes,
Okay, next year then.
Next year.
Next year,
Next year or in Easter. Maybe
Yeah.
some Easter treats.
even Easter.
Something.
Yeah, either Easter or next year, we will challenge you.
in Easter you have lambs.
Wait, how about if we bring you lambs, pork, and and beef?
That is more difficult, but again, I think I can do it.
How about fireworks? Is there fireworks here?
Yes, when the New Year comes, they have a firework event.
Every
Two or three events. So one is downtown, one is in Kalamaria.
Oh, so it's a lot.
But okay, it's not always something very special. It lasts for a couple of minutes.
I was told that for the New Year, most of the people are usually in bars or at home. They're not really downtown as much.
There are only 2 or 3 events downtown, or generally in the city, not downtown. One is Aristotelus Square, the other one maybe somewhere in Kalamaria. But it is quite cold to be there. It sometimes it depends on who is the singer. Always there is a singer there. Well, if it's a very famous one, it will be very crowded. If it's one who is not so famous, no one will go.
What is something that you and your family usually look forward to doing in New Year's?
We like being home with our parents, my daughter, my sister, her children. It's more traditional way, the way we do it. We are in my mother's house or our house, and we celebrate with the last dinner all together. Then we wait for the year to change.
We kind of do the same in Vietnam, in Lunar New Year. Oh, by the way, what is the most common superstitious belief? Like, for example, in Vietnam, like during this time, like New Year, Lunar New Year time, we will not sweep the floor because we believe that if we do that, it's like we're pushing the luck and the money away from New Year. Is there something like similar? Or what is the most common one?
I think the most common one is to break up a Pomegranate. It used to be for some years, but we don't do it in our homes because it's very hard to clean after that. What else? A lot of people open when the New Year changes, open all the windows and doors to let the New Year come in, and the old one go out.
Do you teach your children those beliefs personally?
I don't teach them. I told her that there is this stuff we do, but it's not something that
Do they believe it?
you have to believe on it. No. Yeah. Eventually, you will open the door, then New Year will come in. The New Year comes even if you not open the door.
My grandma used to have a superstition where it was like, don't open the umbrella inside the house. Something, I don't know if Greece has any like weirder superstitions that you would pick out on.
Well, don't open an umbrella. Yes, we have it. Don't break a mirror. What else? I don't remember now. The superstitions. A black cats are bad luck.
Oh,
Yes, it's a very
Actually,
common
we have
one.
the same in Vietnam.
Yeah, it's very common.
Ah.
But I really don't believe all this, so I never search for that. Even if someone says something, I will forget it.
I heard that there's a tradition with the pomegranate. I was told about that from my mom. Can you elaborate on it?
I don't know why, really. Break one on the floor with force.
So you just step on it.
You know, throw
You
it.
just throw it.
Throw it. And hopefully it will break into many pieces and will do a mess. And you have to clean it.
Yeah, but what's the meaning for it? Like, is there any meaning or?
Throwing bad luck away, something like that.
Why the pomegranate though? Why
Yeah, I
not?
like pomegranate.
Why not?
Yeah, why not, for example, Nick?
You could throw me on the floor.
Probably because it's red. No.
But in Vietnam,
red.
in my country, red is luck. Like in Vietnam, in the Lunar New Year, we have a tradition that we will give like a thing called lucky money in a red
In the red
envelope.
pamphlet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a red envelope to other people because we think red is luck.
No, it's not that red is bad luck. Christmas is red. The color of Christmas is red. So that's why, I don't know. And also it breaks. It could be a watermelon if it was during summer.
What do you usually wish for during New Year? Because according to a survey that I read online by Statista, the most common New Year's wish in Greece are related to health, fitness, and then money, and then career goals. How about you? Like, are you falling into one of these?
Health, I think health. I would say only health, because I think this is the most important. You know, like if you have health, then you can work, you can get some money, you can do all the other stuff. But if you don't have health,
I noticed that smoking is a very big thing here in Greece. A lot of people smoke compared to other places.
And also in that survey, they say that like in the new year, a lot of people wish that they can stop smoking as well.
most of them promise that they will change something in the coming year. Let's say stop smoking, stop drinking, lose weight.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yes, everyone wishes for that every year, but no one does it.
Yeah.
Only few, at least, does it.
Regarding the New Year's resolutions and all that, would you have anything that you would wish for the program?
For the program, I can say what I want to wish for the program. It goes very well so far. So I wish that what we try to do finally succeeds in changing the mindset of those who are in the program, not students, but all the professors, secretary, administration staff, everything. Our biggest goal since we began is to change the mindset of everyone, to better organize everything we do. Organizing stuff, it's very difficult in Greece. We don't like it, but we want to do it in order to succeed.
Actually, I think you have done a good job. Not for us, because the other day when with the Mio Fora interview, she said that for her like program, it was much better than ours already. Like the organization.
Of course.
Yeah.
You were the first year,
Yeah.
and every time you go for a different course, it will be the first one to do that course.
Yeah.
So you will face all the difficulties until you graduate.
Yes.
And second year it's better, third year it's even better, and the second year each year is better, but it still has a lot of things to be done.
Yeah.
we are trying to do our best, and I think that is why we succeed. Every day we are better. Okay, not every day, but every year it's better. So I think that is good for us.
Keeping that in mind, what would you say are some of the biggest difficulties that you guys have faced?
The beginning was difficult to start with. At the beginning, this was something between a joke, an experiment, and everything between the rector, the Minister of Education, and the former head of our school. But now it is a success story. So it was hard to make all this move, all this start going on. The initiator of the program, Professor Karagiannis, had a different mindset. He was really organized. Well, if you call him for an interview, he will say that I will speak to you for 3 minutes and 10 seconds. And it will be 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Maybe we should call him.
All the problems, most of the problems that we have faced, they have to do with this organizing everything in a good way. And this way you can be better prepared if something goes wrong. Have a backup plan always.
Our year, there's so many complaints, and I think you must be so frustrated hearing all that all the time. Like, how do you feel? Like, does it annoy you? And because I feel every time when we talk about these with you, you always keep a very calm face and very, like, smiley. But how do you actually feel?
I could describe you as very stoic.
First of all, being the one who started this program with Professor Karagiannis, I feel like it is a member of my family, this program. And I am emotionally connected to all of you, the first year students.
Yes.
Having you complaining always happened, even the Greek program. All the time, every day someone complains about something.
Yeah.
And I like that because this makes us better. Because I can't be in all the lectures, I can't be in all the labs.
Yeah, that is true.
So hearing from you that something went wrong today in a lab, in a lecture, in a department, in a hospital, it is good for me to know it and see how it can change and stop being bad.
You told us a while back when you were assessing our opinions on the surgery and internal medicine departments that not enough people complained.
Yes. Well, hearing from you that everything goes well, okay, it is satisfying, but it's not something to improve.
Yeah.
I want to know what is that you don't like, so we can change it.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear 100 opinions, that doesn't mean that I accept all of them. Okay, but when you say something that is really bad, we will see how it has to be changed.
Do you feel sad personally sometimes?
Well, hearing bad news is not good, but I don't take it personally. Sometimes I can get frustrated because, again, something wrong happened. But it's not I'm mad at you. Okay, I'm mad at the situation.
How about the professor? Are they cooperative? For example, what I mean is, if there's a complaint, let's say about the lab, and then you tell the professor the complaint, how do they usually react?
Usually, yes, they understand that something went wrong. They try to fix it. They try not to do it again. Sometimes this may happen again and again, but eventually, after some months or some years, I think that everything will be fine.
Okay.
Okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. Also, will not be built in a day.
Yeah, that is true.
And this university is here for 80 years. This school is here for 83 years. And we cannot fix all the problems in 2 years.
Yeah.
And it will take a lot of years, and we will get better every year. I think all universities get better every year. Even Harvard can get better.
Yeah.
So, of course, we can get better. And we try to do that. And this thing that we are evolving every year, I think that is what's our success.
Do you have any more precise or specific ideas on how to make the program better?
I cannot tell you. Please. But yes,
Yeah, it's classified.
we have a lot of things in mind.
So, and we will be the one who experience it, or no?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
That's
something
very
good
good
for
for
us.
us, yeah, it's
Okay,
very
I'm
good.
happy then. I'm very happy to not know that.
Honestly, I can say even as like first years that we've been through quite a lot growing up with the program too.
Yeah.
It gives us a lot of insight into also how you guys work, how the whole general program is working as a whole. So I think we really get to see that even though we've been through a lot of harder times, it's better for us.
Yes, I think you can see the changes. You remember the first year, the first day you came here, how the amphitheaters were.
Yeah.
Yes.
After 2 years, you can see that we have renovated 7 amphitheaters.
I just have this question. You don't have to answer it. Was it our money?
Mostly, yes.
Okay. Okay. Understandable.
Yeah. That's why we did this. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, we have 41 new tutors. What you call readers.
Ah, okay.
Okay. We have 5 more coming next semester. This will make them 46.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we are expanding.
Yeah.
We are innovating.
So the projection looks pretty good.
Yes.
But you have more tutors, but will you be accepting more students? Or just 60?
No, just 60. We want to have good quality, not quantity. Our main goal is quality.
Because I've noticed something in terms of like the quantity here is that when we go to the hospital in the emergency, for example, usually there are so many students. And
Yes.
I mean in the daytime, not the nighttime. Like Nick and I, if we want to go to emergency to practice something, we have to go in the evening or the nighttime, like overnight, to have patients to ourselves.
The biggest problem we have in the Greek program is that we have every year 360 students.
Yeah.
There are too many. We try to find a way with the Ministry of Education to reduce this number. It's not very easy. What we have know with this day is that if we have less students, we can have better quality of education for you. Managing 360 students every year, it's really difficult, it's chaotic. You cannot organize it.
I was told that there's only like 5 or 6 medical schools in the whole Greece.
7. Actually 7, but we are the biggest one. We have more students.
With that in mind, the application numbers, how many people have been applying?
First year, your year was 180. The second year was double, 360. The third year was 420, 85. And now the application is on for 1.5 months, and we already have 170 applications. So it goes every year.
How much is that? How much of that is other countries except Cyprus?
Well, the first year it was 50%.
50.
Yes. Second year I think it was 40-60. Third year, little 38-37% was from Cyprus.
Mm.
Yes.
So
Most of them are from Cyprus, and they are good candidates and they are good students.
I do notice that some Cypriot students in our class are very good. Like,
a lot of them
Yeah.
study quite hard.
But we have some very good students from Vietnam.
really?
Yeah.
Wait, you say that there are more Vietnamese?
No, one. He's only one.
Looking at you.
To finish this episode, let's say Happy New Year in Greece.
Καλή χρονιά, χρόνια πολλά.
Nibola.
Wait, you said Kronia Pola is wrong. You told me yesterday.
Χρόνια πολλά is for every celebration.
Ah,
Yeah. Kalifrania is New Year.
especially for New
Yeah,
Year.
specific for New Year.
Okay,